Yeah, barely hear you, Mike.
Well, it might help to key all the relays, huh?
Yeah, there you go. That's a lot better.
Yeah, I forgot to turn on the the second sequencer here.
Good deal. Well, K6UFY 1079.
W6CBS 72.
Yeah, good evening, Frank. Good evening, Aaron. But how did you do today, Frank? You get everything done?
Sorry, I just started yawning. Well, a big old yawn just as I put a feet up there. Yeah, we've got they're ordering some kind of sensor for her car, and so I shouldn't be driving that. Basically, I got a lot done. Over.
Okay. I mean, did you get Jen's car fixed?
Yeah, there's a part ordered for it, and it's drivable.
Okay, what was wrong with it?
Some kind of sensor.
Well, I know the sensor, but is it the sensor bad, or was there something that was the sensor was saying that was at fault?
It's got some bad. I can't tell you what the name of it is. I forgot. The sensor is bad.
Oh, so it's not a problem with the car. It's a sensor that senses the car's function is bad.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, you said you have a sensor that comes on that says check engine or something, the sensor light, and that sensor's bad as opposed to something wrong with the engine, over?
Right, but the sensor's part of the engine.
Okay, so the sensor light that says you have a problem is not the sensor that's bad. You've got something else in the engine, maybe sensing oxygen or sensing temperature or something else that's faulty. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. You need more sensors to sense the sensors to see if the sensors are sending the right information or the sensors are not sensing. Could they put any more crap on the car? Okay, let's see. Who else is out there in Radio Land? I'm beaming toward the Bay Area, mainly Santa Cruz, KW6S, first on the list. Nobody's to the south of us here, K6MYC.
Hello, this is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Yeah, K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Let me see if I can peek up on you a little bit. I'm beaming towards Santa Cruz, so it's probably a little low. Well, go ahead, Paul.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm heading towards Mount Creator, Loma Creator. 5x2 into the foothills here, Mike. K6MYC in the group, K6WIS, over.
Yeah, Roger, K6WIS, K6MYC. Okay, we got you now.
You're up to X3 now, 5x3.
Any other check-ins up there, or is it too early?
Nope, nothing else. This is my first time. I just came on the net 5 minutes ago, over.
Roger, Roger. well, who do we have in the Bay Area for the Bozo Net? K6MYC beaming right into the Bay Area. Santa Clara Valley, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net. I think everybody's sitting on the clock there. I guess I'm a couple of minutes early.
Maybe they're all sad because the 49ers lost.
Maybe they all did what?
I'll tell you, the game yesterday, the 49ers lost, so maybe they're all very sad now, over.
Oh, I doubt it. Half of them didn't even watch it. Most of the guys that check into the net here weren't even interested in the net. I mean, into the game. They didn't even watch it, over.
Oh, okay, right. That was just my hypothesis, over.
Yeah, well, they're, you know, the Bay Areas. They're all from other places, apparently. I don't think that's the reason. It may be that they're just watching the clock and it isn't quite 7:30 yet.
Well, it's almost 7:31 right now.
Say it again.
It's 7:31 p.m. local time right now.
Yeah, okay, 7:31, and let me beam right toward Santa Cruz again, and we'll try it again. Here we are beaming toward the KW6S there. KW6S. He may not realize it, but he's the first on the list. There's nobody south of us here on 222, and there's nobody south of us on 1296 that we need to look for. Except maybe W6QUI. I don't hear Bill in here. AA6S, you should be here, Bill. No, Bill. How about WA6AAJ? How about N6BYH hasn't checked in for ages here. What's going on there, I wonder? Okay. Bay Area, Bozo Net. Fred's usually pretty reliable. I could bump it up just a little bit more toward Fred. That should get Fred's ears going. KD6SOK. We're also looking for KT2G. KT2G. Wonder if you're around there, Mark. K6MYC.
K6MYC, K6MYC, KD6SOK.
Yeah, we hear you. Not real strong tonight, but I don't know how good the conditions are to the Bay Area. Anyway, good to hear you, Fred. KD6SOK. Being overworked by your Chinese boss, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, you know. I don't know what's going to happen this year, you know, and the Chinese they're pretty hard-driving people, so I don't know if I'm going to survive it. I kind of doubt it.
You ought to form a partnership with that Chinese guy, and then you'd be in good shape like Biden is, you know.
I don't know. I don't think so, but anyway. Well, good to hear you, Mike. And it's nice tonight, clear out here, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so at least we'll have a break in the rain.
I think I'm looking at how the band is responding to me moving the antenna back and forth, and you didn't change. I went from 276 to 286, and you didn't change at all. Sometimes I can disappear you completely. The beam width of the 1296 antenna system is pretty sharp. So, but the signals are obviously diffused and confused, diffused and confused here tonight, and they're spread all over the place. That doesn't matter where I point. So, what's new in your world, Fred? Over.
Not much, Mike. I'm just trying to stay above water. I'm just trying to survive this job. At least until the summertime, and I think I'm going to quit.
Yeah, you're not quite good enough copy for me to get that. You're talking too fast, and it's not your fault. Just you're very, very close to the noise here. Over.
Okay, Mike. Well, then I'll let you go. I'll say 7-3. Good to hear you tonight. Have a great evening, and talk to you later. KD6 SFA. 7-3, Mike.
Yeah, well, when you speak up like that, I didn't miss a word. But when you were telling me what's new in your life, I didn't hear. I couldn't make anything out of it. So maybe you can get excited about what's not new in your life again. Over.
Oh, nothing's new in my life. Just work. Unfortunately.
Just work. Okay. How was the weather over today? It was a mild day here, temperature-wise, pretty decent, probably in the high 50s, low 60s, and with some sun, but it wasn't real bright for a part of the day. It was somewhat hazy over here, but we got quite a bit of outside work done. I did a lot of yard work today, raked the leaves and bark, and just kind of cleaned up some of the areas that have been overlooked. I didn't bother to rake leaves because the trees just finished, for the most part, just finished dropping their leaves. It seemed pointless to keep raking, as I would come back the next day and it looked like I hadn't raked. But now I can rake, and I am getting some nice patches of actual earth underneath the leaves that are staying that way overnight. Anyway, I did that and some woodwork. I stacked some wood and did some pruning on some bushes in the yard here. So we put about 4 hours in today. It was a lazy day. All right, let's see who else we have. That should give everybody a chance to find us on the bin and wake up over there. KD6SOK. Who else do we have? Bozo Net in the Bay Area. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling and listening.
KB6PA.
Yeah, good evening, Oliver. Nice signal over here. You're not being held down by the lack of propagation.
Yeah, you sound pretty good. A little bit of wateriness once in a while, but strong otherwise. Got my hiking done quota for this week, and I've got projects to keep me busy when we get some rain later this week. Over.
Oh, I didn't know you had rain predicted. We don't have any rain in the forecast all week here. Over.
Yeah, well, it's messing up my radio outing plans this weekend, but if you get rained out, we'll just reschedule it.
Okay, so you see your weather report shows rain on what days?
I think higher probability on Saturday and maybe some partial clearing on Sunday. It sounded like a big storm, but decent possibility as I understand it.
Okay. I heard an extended weather report that was done on a local station here on Super Bowl weekend. I happened to be leaving. It was on the same station. I watched the Super Bowl on KCBS, I guess. And they indicated no rain through Tuesday of next week here. So I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, we sure could use it. My ground is already dry. I'm just not getting the rain I should have over here this year. Anyway, I think you've got your time planned out, whether you get rain or not. And I guess I do too. I've always got things to do one place or the other. Usually our rains occur more at night than in the daytime, so many times it may look like it's raining, but we don't really get any serious rain until night. So it usually doesn't affect my work days outside very much, very seldom. Anyway, good to hear you, and thank you for popping in here with a good signal. KB6BA, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area.
W6PQL.
Oh, there's a big signal. Good, strong signal tonight, Jim. Over.
Yeah, we're on a peak. You were pretty weak and watery a second ago, but we're on a peak right now. Good evening to you. And I'll be checking for Steve at 9 o'clock.
KM6 SRR.
8 o'clock, excuse me.
Yeah, 8 o'clock, I guess. Okay. I'm going to be out of here. I have a phone call coming in, an important phone call coming in at 8:30 or 8:40, so I've got to be done with the net pretty much by 8:30 tonight, which shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. It won't be a long one like we had last night. I was here till 10:30 last night on 6 meters still answering questions. That was good, though.
And 775 is on frequency as well when you get back. So we'll see when you get back here. K6NYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, I see the fades now. Yeah, boy, big fade on you. Good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. Who else did you have on there? I heard Aaron earlier. Over.
Okay, well, let's see. We got Aaron. We got Frank. We got KD6SOK, Fred. KB6BA, Oliver, 900. I was looking for KT2G, but I haven't heard Mark in here yet.
Okay, thanks. I'm up to date.
227.
There's 227. Is your partner in here today? Is he back from the coast?
727. Yeah, Mike, him and his wife have COVID.
Oh, they went to the coast and got COVID. Well, that's nice.
Yep, that was honeymoon, I guess, huh?
I hope so. Are they taking anything for it, like ivermectin? Over?
I have no idea. I think when I was talking to him yesterday, and I asked him if he had tested yet, and they hadn't. So a couple hours later, the daughter texted me and said they both tested positive. So I think they're working on getting something. I don't know what.
I can't believe that all us intelligent people haven't got a supply of the stuff that you should take when you get it. Then you don't have any questions. As soon as you even feel like you're coming down with something, you should be taking ivermectin, and you'll be over it in 3 or 4 days. Over?
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for Bill and his wife, but I'm assuming. I was surprised that they hadn't even tested, because he had been back since Thursday, and they were both weren't feeling well. And when I talked to him, what was it, Monday, yesterday? That's when I suggested if they had tested or not. Over.
Yeah. Okay. They were feeling better already. You said they were back Thursday, and then you said they were feeling okay.
No, I think Bill was feeling a little better, but his wife sounded like she got hit harder. And I just asked him if he had tested, and he said no, and I guess that turned the light bulb on.
Yeah, I wonder how people are catching that stuff. I've been all over the place. Of course, I take a lot of vitamins and supplements, which keeps my immune system in tip-top condition, and it really has helped. I haven't been sick for a couple of years. I've never been so illness-free in my life. So apparently I was always on the marginal side of having a good immune system, but boy, I just haven't had anything here. Feeling pretty healthy overall, and I haven't taken any great precautions when I go into town or anything, other than we've eaten out and all that sort of stuff. But other than washing my hands, which I've always done before I eat, I usually try to wash my hands. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear that they got it. Anyway, is there any word that we're going to have QIW on here tonight on 1296?
That I don't know. I didn't talk to him that long, and I know he did say that they visited him, Ron, and also Bill Bailey, I guess another day. So it sounds like he made the rounds.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully none of those guys got it. He must have picked it up somewhere at a restaurant or in the motels or something.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I asked him if he had run into anybody that was, feeling ill, and he said no. So that doesn't mean anything, though. Like you said, if you're in a hotel, restaurant, or whatever, you can get it.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you want, you can turn down toward QUI and see if you can raise him. I won't bother to turn that way, and I'll just sit here and wait for a minute or so and see if he comes back to you, over.
Okay, let me turn that way, and I'll give him a call.
And we ought to go, it's just 7:45 or so, we ought to go toward the cell.
WA6AXX, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. We're waiting for you like one hog waits for another.
Roger, I'll be back.
Okay. WA6AXX, that's what you say when you eat when you get your plate put down in front of you and everybody else is sitting there waiting for their meal to be delivered.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was following the New York special congressional election.
Hey, Mike, you were talking to Jim. Which Jim was it? KM6SRR?
Clear, so you guys can work south. WA6AXX.
Yeah, you got covered up, apparently. Rob's not hearing you. What did you say, Rob?
You were talking to Jim. Which Jim was it?
W6PQL.
Okay, thank you.
I have not heard the other Jim here. Okay. Well, obviously the Democrats took the seat, so that's a done deal. That was almost a foregone conclusion and then everything that went on there was their favor. They did a lot of early voting for the last week or so, and then of course the day that everybody goes to the polls is 10 inches of snow, which slows up that trek to the polling place. Over.
Yeah, pretty big difference. So weather doesn't account for all of it, but yeah, they swung a Republican seat Democratic. So there you go.
Yeah, I knew that.
I'll be listening. WA6AXX.
Okay. Can't fix stupid, can you?
Oh, talk about stupid, like George Santos. Come on, give me a break.
Well, I'd not say I was in favor of Santos. Not at all. But they voted for a Republican in that district, and then they went the other way. It's kind of funny. Although that's very, very strong Democratic sector there. All right, let's see. Who else do we have in here? K6MYC Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area. Wow. KT2G was in here last night. I wonder what happened to Mark tonight. He didn't indicate that he wasn't going to be here. He was on 6 meters last night with his little puny whatever it is that he has up there for 6. And he should have been a lot stronger here on 1296, but he's not there tonight. How about WB6JNN? Maybe he isn't hearing me. Ed, you might want to give Jim JNN a call.
Yeah, anybody in the Bay Area, maybe you can't hear Mike, want to check into Bozo Net on 1296 here. WA6AXX listening. Yeah, KB6WFC is in there, Mikey. Did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard just a muffled tone. That's all. Let me boom the antenna up his way. Let's try and see if I can copy you directly, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Over.
Mike, are you hearing? I guess you're not hearing Mikey. KB6WFC, WA6AXX.
WFC. Over.
heard you that time. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, you're 5 and 1. Over.
Roger. Thanks for checking me in.
Okay. Did you do anything with the antenna, or is this just conditions?
I think it's just conditions. I did reorient the antenna.
I had the first half word of reorient, and then he vaporized. Did he drop out, or is it just the band head? Over.
No, I think it's the band. I wasn't paying enough attention. Mikey, can you repeat? Or excuse me, Mike, can you repeat your comment, please?
Yeah, Mike's the same here, Ed. I don't think he dropped out.
But Ed just asked him, what did he say about orienting the antenna?
Oh, he said he reoriented it, but he didn't raise it.
Oh, okay. Well, I know it was twisted around. He's got it on a fiberglass mast, and I I said, that's not a good choice for a mast. You can't clamp fiberglass hard enough to keep it from wearing grooves in the fiberglass and then slipping. And when the 1296 antenna rotates in the wind, you don't have a very good joint. Over.
Yeah, they don't offer a lot of resistance. Okay, I'm at a frequency. Sorry to interrupt, Ed. Go ahead.
Okay, J&N's the only one we're missing. I guess he's not here. I'll come back. I'll move on. 73s for now. We'll try to see you a little bit after 8 o'clock. I got to get out of here by 8:30, but maybe about 8:15 we'll look for you.
Break.
Go ahead, break.
Hey, Mike, K6ZMW. Check him in. Ralph, I could not copy. Over.
Was Ralph there, but you just couldn't copy him?
Roger that.
Okay, well, I'll check him in. He was there.
Okay.
I need, Rob, I need ZMW's Bozo number. Rob, where'd you go?
I was looking it up. 817. 817.
817, yeah. I always want to say 217 for some reason, but I know that isn't right. I got the 17 right anyway. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for getting him. And I guess we've got nothing from Ron down there, W6QIW.
I'm going to try him right now. W6QUI, W6QUI. This is WA6AAJ. Over. W6QUI, W6QUI. This is WA6AAJ. Over. Hello, Ron. Good to hear you. W6QUI, WA6AAJ. Very good. Just wanted to get you before it got too late. I was getting the guys down in LA, and so I wanted to make it up to you before you took off. Anyway, just to let you know, Bill is feeling ill along with his wife, and they're not doing bad, but they ended up with COVID. Over. Okay, Ryan. Yeah, your signal took a fade on me, but I got it. W6QUI, WA6AAJ, 73, Ryan. We'll check you in.
Thanks, Mike. He didn't have COVID, did he?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Okay, I'm up toward N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. Rob, don't forget to keep an eye on the clock. Get me out of here at 8:05.
Roger, 8:05.
Yeah, to go to Nevada. I don't hear him in there. Let's see, W6SSW, W6 Sugar Whiskey. Are you there?
Yeah, Whiskey 6 Sierra Whiskey, Bozo.
Excuse me, you didn't give me enough time to move the antenna. I went the normal direction where you normally get stronger, and you went away. W6SSW, good evening, Steve.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, we're probably getting a little bit of bounce off the foothills. Might be better off the side of the valley here. Yeah, talking earlier about the possibility of rain. Yeah, we're expecting some here tomorrow afternoon. And then another pretty good storm, another atmospheric river on Saturday and Sunday into Monday.
Oh, okay. Now, the weather report I got from the Bay Area was light rain, maybe. So maybe it's going to be more in our favor this time. Maybe the river will come right over the central part of us here. That would be good if it did. Thank you for that feedback, over.
Roger that. Hopefully, those storms do have a tendency to work their way south better than the cold north storms that come down. So, yeah, you might be in luck.
Okay. Very good. You want to give a call for Ken there and see if he's not maybe he's sleeping in the background?
Yeah, N6RO, are you in here, Ken? W6SSW. Nothing from Ken right now.
Okay, I'll come back just about after 8:15, 8:20, something like that for late checks. I got to get out here by 8:30, but I should be able to be back and check for you guys a little bit later. Thanks, Steve. So we missed you last night on, we missed you on 6 meters. Maybe you forgot or got wrapped up with something else, over.
At night, it's my work band. I can hardly hear anything, and so I opted to some other activities. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I missed the first part. You were in a deep fade. Now you're very strong. Say it one more time.
I said 6 meters at night is my work band. I can hardly hear anything with the local noise that turns on around here, whatever it is. Yeah, sorry I missed out on that.
Okay, well, it was a long session. We went till about 10:30 on 6 with questions and lots of information about feed line and antennas and stacking and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it was an informative net on 6 meters. I put some people to sleep, I think, but at least it was information that was usable by most. Thank you, Steve. And we'll come back in a little while and see what else is going on there. W6SSW, K6MYC.
Okay, roger that. W6SSW, I'll be monitoring.
Yeah, roger. Funny little QSB swings. You're probably seeing it on me as well. All right, 7-3 for now.
6RO.
Oh, there he is. And 6RO, good evening.
Hi, Mike. We just got out of a Zoom meeting where we had a presentation on rover operation by K2Z, the lady engineer that had 23 antennas on her truck.
Oh, there was no interference from one to the other either, was there?
Oh, well, she's a professional engineer and learned to be a mechanic, changing wheel bearings and so forth while she's operating the contest in the car.
Absolutely. Sounds like quite a lady. I want to meet that one.
She said, just go to QTH or QRZ.com and If you can see the picture of her vehicle, it's just impressive.
Yeah, the K2H.com, is it under her call sign or yours?
It's K2 Echo Zulu on QRZ.com.
Okay, K2 Echo Zulu. Is she K2 or is she out here somewhere?
She's has a home in New Jersey and one in Texas.
Yeah, okay. Wild.
That's a heck of a rover.
What was that, Steve?
I'm looking at the page now. Yeah, that's a heck of a rover, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay. Are they all verticals or there's some horizontal stuff on there?
There's a lot of horizontals, a couple of Yagis.
From 2 meters up to 902, I think. She can go all the way to 9 centimeters. 3.3 gig.
One of those daisies in between.
That was a double.
Quite an array of antennas. Particularly the microwave stuff, all the way up to 9 centimeters.
Okay, November 2 Echo Zulu, is that it?
Yeah, a rotator also.
And a rotator also. November 2 Echo Zulu, was that right, Ken?
Okay.
Double with you, Ken. November 2 Echo Zulu, was that correct, Ken?
Kilowatt 2 Echo Zulu.
Okay, 2 easy. Okay, very good. Very good. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to get out of here. I've got a short fuse on me tonight, and I haven't had dinner yet either, but I've got a phone call at 8:30 I got to take. What time is it, Rob?
Tomorrow night, 10-6R.
410.
Okay, 7-3, I can. 7-3, Steve. K6MYC going quickly to Sacramento.
All right, 7-3, get to
QRZ Sacramento, QRZ Bozo Net, K6MYC, Kilo 6 Mike Yankee Charlie toward Sacramento. KR6MR, are you there? KR6 Mike Radio, KR6MR, let me get a little bit more toward you. That should be closer. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Nothing heard there. KW6T. KW6T, N6RZJ, KR6MR. Anybody? Got a big void in Sacramento. I'm going to Nevada. Here we go, Nevada. Okay, Nevada. N7 Whiskey Tango, KE7UQL. KE7UQL, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC Bozo Net, over. They're probably stunned because I'm early.
Yeah, 2 minutes early.
Yeah, but maybe they should be watching the stream, so maybe it's not a revelation. If they're watching the streaming, they know I'm up there. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC DM07, KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. KE7UQL, N7WT, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. Nothing so far. Let's see. Let me ask you, Frank, if you're still on here, what have you heard? Are you having trouble with the array? It doesn't seem to be working that well, over. I think Frank gave up. Yeah, he's got something wrong with the antenna. It's just not performing at all. I think he's got a bad feed line or something up there. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango. We're missing K6BBG also, aren't we? K6BBG, WB6JNP. Anybody else that's copying Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net? Over. Boy, I'm not hearing a peep from up that way. How about you, Mike? Are you still in here, WA68AJ? Are you still here, Mike? I think Mike went away.
It's 8:05 right now.
Yeah, well, it's 8:05, 8:10. 8:08 is actually the key time. I just like to be here by 8:05 and watch it, see if it varies a little bit from day to day. N7WT, KE7UQL, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net, calling and listening. Boy, make all the special effort to get there, and then there's nothing. It may be we just don't have propagation, but I don't think that's the case. Let's just chatter back and forth a bit, Rob.
Roger. I looked up K2EZ, and boy, it's quite a rover setup, over.
Yeah, I probably should do that. I'm not sure I can get into QRZ.com anymore. When I bring up the computer sometimes, it gives me some message, and I can't read it in a little white box. There's always a little thing with a blue line. What do you do with that? I can't see it, so that usually stops me from opening anything anymore.
Yeah, Roger. We need to have you click it when Frank or I'm there, and we can tell you what it says.
Do what?
We need to have you click it and have that box show up when either Frank or I or even Aaron is there, so we can read it to you, over.
Oh, well, it's always a different message. It's not the same thing. It's just some warning or something I'm supposed to do. Push Control-Alt-Delete or pick my nose with my left forefinger or whatever.
Yeah, I can't do that right now. I pinched the heck out of my little finger, over.
Oh, did you? How are your wounds healing up?
Oh, they're doing okay. The one I got there from the trailer hitch is kind of scabbing over. And that new one's when I was cutting the wire and I didn't see the needle nose behind my hand that pinched my little finger, over.
Oh, ouch. Okay, Ken 7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, KE7UQL, Nevada, K6MYC Bozo Net, and group calling and listening. Boy, it's odd. Maybe all of a sudden they'll come up out of the noise here, but this is unusual. Usually Daniel's pretty consistent lately. He's been in here almost every transmission when he finally shows up. I think he's got 222 and 1296 operational at the house there. KE7UQL, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net, calling and listening. I guess I'm going to have to put the 10-foot dish up here and at 100 feet and see if that does any better.
Yeah, probably would.
Well, it's hard to say. Probably should have a little gain over the Yagi array, but not much. I do have a feed horn for it. I could put it up on the little tower first, just to see if it would make any difference. I'm hardly ever using the smaller tower by the house, by the barn here.
That's that one with the little short sections, over?
Yeah, right. I have two of them. You know, one of them has the 15-meter beam on it, and the other one has 222 and four 432s on it.
we got 8:09 now, so the good time is here.
Yeah, I don't know where they are, though. KE7UQL N7 Whiskey Tango K6MYC. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie and the group calling and listening. Wow.
They must be sleeping up there.
Yeah, must be. Let's see, what's the delay time today, Aaron?
Looking at the stream here, 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, about the same as always. Okay. I think Frank's going to come down here tomorrow. He got screwed up today. I'm going to be gone in the morning early. I should be back here by noon, but I'll be gone in the morning. But if Frank comes down, he'll probably make the connections that you need so you can do it from a remote. Over.
Okay, yep, no worries. I should have some time on Monday if he's not able to figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, he's back. Okay, we called you in earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have been stepped out into the powerhouse for a minute or something.
That's okay. We're listening toward Nevada right through the peak time. We're hearing nothing. N7WT. KE7UQL, one of them should be there, K6MYC, over. Yeah, boy, everything working fine here, but I'm just not hearing squat. Oh. CW. Yeah, N7WT on CW. Roger, Larry, N7WT. We've got your CW. It's with QSB, it's Q4, but quite strong when you're up. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, over. Wow, he's not hearing me. Okay, let's try KE7UQL. We've got Larry checked in. N7 Whiskey Tango is checked in. KE7UQL. Kilo Echo 7 Uniform Quebec London. Danny, over. I got the feeling Daniel's not there tonight. All of a sudden we'll get a good peek from Larry. Maybe Larry can tell us if Daniel's there. N7WT K6MYC. Is Daniel there today? Over. Terrible conditions. N7WT and KE7UQL. Larry, is Daniel in there tonight? N7 Whiskey Tango. Is Daniel there tonight? K6MYC standing by. Okay, Roger 73, Roger 73, Larry. Very marginal conditions tonight, very marginal. 73, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on 2 meters. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, clear and listening one more time for KE7UQL. Over, Daniel. Not a peep from Daniel. I guess he just isn't there tonight. All right. Guess we'll go back to the Bay Area and call it for the evening.
Yeah, we didn't hear Dave on tonight either, huh? It's 8:14 right now.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. You're off frequency. Say it again.
They say we didn't hear Dave on tonight, did we?
Roger, Larry, Roger. Is Daniel there tonight? Is Daniel on frequency tonight? Over.
No Daniel. Negative about Daniel.
Roger. Q5, 73, Larry. No Daniel. Got it. Thank you. Thanks in 73, Larry. KE7 UQL not there. N7WT and the group K6MYC 73, Larry. Okay. Now, what did you say again, Rob? I'm sorry.
I was just saying we didn't hear Dave, K6DBG.
Yeah, no, we didn't. I mentioned that earlier. Dave, I hope he's not sick.
It's also cold tonight, K6USY.
Yeah, it's not any colder than it has been. He's been out there. He comes out for a few minutes anyway. I don't think that would have stopped him. Is it colder than normal tonight, Frank?
No, it's not that cold yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So Dave I don't think Dave's doing all that well. He's not feeling well these days. We did get W6QUI. You caught that, Rob, right?
QSL.
Okay, let's go back to the Bay Area and see if we've got a few missing ones. KT2G and WB6JNN, most notable. Okay, QRZ Bozo Net as I rotate, K6MYC. I'll tell you what, though. Let me stop this thing.
6TQL.
Okay, what did you get Steve down there?
No Steve tonight either.
Yeah, I logged in Steve. Is that your question? Over.
W6PQL, K6MYC. Okay, no Steve tonight, but what else?
I was just saying that Steve is pretty regular. He's probably just not home or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, we did work Larry in Nevada. We had pretty poor conditions, but Larry was in there, but Daniel was not there tonight apparently, and Larry confirmed he was not there. So we didn't just miss him. I got nobody out of the Sacramento area. I'm going to go back there just quickly hitting the Bay Area here quickly, then I'm going to go to Sacramento and listen for late checks and missed. We should be hearing KR6MR at least, and maybe a couple of others.
KT2G?
There he is, KT2G, 883?
863.
863. Damn it, I'm getting close.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yep, you're coming on as usual.
Very good, Mark. Good to have you in here. KT2G with his smashing 10 watts. K6MYC. Give me a little longer transmission. I'll see if I can peak on you here. There was no real defined peak earlier, so the signals could be somewhat diffused tonight, but I'd like to see if I can peak you. Over.
Yeah, sure. I might be a little bit off frequency, but yes. So here's my transmission. This is Kilo Tango 2 Golf for K6MYC Bozo Net from Mountain View, ordering Los Altos. Over.
Yeah, same problem. Here I have on KB6BA. I could not get a peak on you, and I could not get a peak on Fred. KD6S, okay. Just the same signal, no matter where I point, plus or minus 5 or 6. That's just not normal, so the band is just spread out all over the place there. Anyway, great to hear you, Mark. Thanks for coming in. We were concerned that I thought you would be here because you were certainly here last night, and I think you would have said something if you were going to be gone. Anyway, maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night also on 2 meters. Good to hear you, as always. Everything okay on your end? KT2G, K6MYC Bozo Net.
Yeah. So everything is okay. Tomorrow, I believe I will be in the city, and I will not make it home in time for the net. But yeah, so tonight I'm here. Everything is good.
Okay, maybe Thursday. You do have 432, right?
I do.
Okay, well, maybe we'll catch you on Thursday then. That'll be good. Understand about being in the city tomorrow. Don't step in any human feces, okay?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, right. We don't want a stinky mark coming in here polluting the net. All right, buddy, take care. We'll stand by quickly, see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area. We're looking for WB6JNN. Jim?
Kilo 6, Whiskey India Sugar with a relay.
Go ahead with your relay, Mark, Paul.
Yeah, KR6MR. John, I had a short QSL with him up in the northwest in Meadow Vista there, over.
Okay, well, I was going to go back his way and call him, but I called him on the way up, but I didn't hear anything. But we were a little bit before 8 o'clock at that time, over.
Right, John mentioned he got a brief whiff of your transmission, but nothing decipherable. And I was also pointed directly to you when you appointed Sacramento, and I did not hear a thing, over.
Oh boy, okay, very poor conditions there to you guys tonight. Okay, well, I'll get Mark. I've got John logged in. Thanks for telling me that he was there. I appreciate it. I guess you did not hear anything from the Clear Lake folks.
Oh no, John, N1 PPP has sold all his 23-centimeter gear, and N6RZJ, no contact with him, with Dan either, over.
Okay, and the guy that should be in here, if he can ever figure out how to get a feed line hooked to the antenna, is KW6T. He bought a 23CM22, I believe. And then he said he was having trouble hooking the hard line to it. It kept twisting the driven element around. Well, that's just no wonder. He's got it 2 feet above the rotator, and he doesn't have any support on the feed line. And I might have embarrassed him by telling him it was not very well thought out. You can't do that, particularly with an antenna that's got a dipole that's smaller than the hardline connector he's trying to hook it to, over.
Oh yeah, that sounds a bit fragile. Oh well, maybe some re-engineering would be in order then, over.
Well, maybe, but I think I pissed him off because he hasn't checked in on 2 meters or 432 either, over.
Well, he'll be back again, no worries. That's Russ, he's a really good fellow, over.
Well, I thought so. Maybe he's just trying to re-engineer the whole thing and put it up right. He's trying to do it on a mast, and the rotor's on the mast, and then he's trying to run hardline all the way to the feed point. And I said, no, you don't have to do that. You can take a short little bit of loss there, maybe a couple of tenths of an EB extra loss, and put a piece of flex line in there. But you must tie the feed line back to the mast, so the mast is the support point for the feed line when you rotate the rotator, over.
Right, roger that, yeah. So this is a CM23EV22, the N-mounted one, right?
Yeah, I believe that's what he got. I'm pretty sure that's what he ended up with, but I'm not 100% sure. And he's got a 432 antenna. He's checked in on 432. He's not bodacious on 432, but pretty good signal on 2 and 432. We just hope for something on 1296, but so far he hasn't managed it. Okay. Thanks for the comments about Dan, N6RZJ. He's been very busy, I guess. He just doesn't have time for the net. I find that hard to believe, but I won't argue with him. Anyway, Paul, thanks for the help tonight. Appreciate it. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Anybody else before we go QRT? K6MYC.
Yeah, 73 Mike, K6WIS clear.
Okay, what time you got, Rob?
8:24.
Okay, so I'm quitting early. I'm going to quit early tonight. Good night, all. We're missing KW6S. Let me go back to the Bay Area. Oh, no, I guess he said he would not be in here. Somebody told me they wouldn't be here, and that might have been Tom. Maybe he's not going to be here tonight.
When you were talking to Paul, did he tell you everybody would be on in the Sacramento?
Well, he did work John, but he didn't hear anybody else. Over.
Okay, that's what we need. I'll be hanging on here a bit. K6MI might check in. Over.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully he will. I'm going to close. I'm just going to make one more call for KW6S. 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 KW6S, or anybody in the Bay Area that might be copying. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net, late checks and missed, over. Okay, nothing heard, guys. 73s. And what's your schedule for tomorrow, Frank?
I'll be down there in the morning.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be here. I leave here at 8:15. I have an 8:45 appointment to get these stitches out. And then I don't have much else to do, so I'll turn around and have Jeff bring me home. So I should be there pretty early, probably before noon. Anyway, the plumbers were there today. They took care of the little issues, so they won't be there today or tomorrow. I guess you're going to be all alone there with the cats. Hopefully, Blackie will keep you company. Over.
Yeah, roger that. And, no worry about being in a rush, Mike. I can just continue plugging along there. Sparky and Blackie will keep me in line, and you want to go to lunch or something, go right ahead. I'll see you after. Over.
Yeah, well, I'm not planning on doing that, but we may just take the opportunity. I'll check in with Carrie, see if we could get lunch in there, but I don't think that's not in the plans. I'm also going to be there on Thursday. I got to be again back in town on Thursday for a hearing appointment, try to get these hearing aids back to normal. They're a little bit wonky right now. So I've got a hearing appointment right at noon. I'm not sure how I'm going to organize that. Whether I go in with Matt and then ride herd on the crowd at the plant until noon and then have somebody run me over to Heiner Hearing. I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursday, but I won't be here Thursday. Although you're welcome to come and work here again. Over.
Yeah, roger that. We'll discuss it all tomorrow, figure out what we're going to do. I do believe we're going to have a pretty rainy day on Thursday.
Oh, I don't think so. I would hope that we would. I'm sure dry, but I guess it's predicted, so maybe it will happen. If you want to do some tractor work beforehand, that might be the day on Thursday to do it. But I think you've got all the pieces now to complete that wire, that generator hookup to the house. So I'd like to get that done too. Whatever works. 7-3 guys, we'll see you tomorrow, if not somewhere else here sooner. But I probably won't be on 40 meters in the morning. I'll be gone by the time I should be there. 7-3 W6BBS, KM6 SRR, K6USY, and whoever, K6MYC going away.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6 SRR.
And good night, you too, K6USY. Yep, doing it right now.